Yes, you can actually choose colleges as a part-time student, and this is probably one of the kind of hottest topics I've been asked by in our Discord channel by loads of people who are actually interested to become part-time student in Oxford University. I think I kind of understand their concern because they're kind of worried about as a part-time student they wouldn't able to choose a colleges which is kind of part of the package to become a prestige Oxford University student, right? I think in this video I just want to go through some of my thoughts, my experiences, that's how I got defaulted to Kellogg's colleges and how you can actually choose your colleges. And I try not to review each colleges because that would become a video that talks about different colleges instead, but rather I just want to go through the process and the possibilities of why kind of choosing probably different colleges than Kellogg is a better choice. Not that saying Kellogg's is a bad colleges to begin with anyway, right? And I think in our course as a part-time student, software engineering part-time students, you generally defaulted to Kellogg College, which I just mentioned just now. And I think in the application itself, you could actually fill in and choose your colleges in far more advance when you actually apply for the university. But then before I actually dive that kind of bit of topics, how you actually choose it, let's kind of understanding the process itself a little bit. So the first thing is let's understanding the Oxford college systems, right? And I think generally the college system is actually for geared toward full-time students, obviously. And some of the courses is actually only available in certain colleges, which you can actually Google it and kind of find out some of the results. But as a part-time student, you do get disadvantages because some of the colleges do not actually take part-time student, which is kind of the deal breakers anyway. But it doesn't mean that you only can default it to only colleges. Kellogg's, you actually have few universities that I would mention shortly. And I think at the same time as well, right, part-time students usually have different priorities against the counterpart, which is the full-time. And because of that, I think some of the universities actually get better as a part-time student. Some stuff like, offering kind of standard supports, like mental health support, how you can actually focusing in full-time studies and part-time studies and things like that. So this is generally the college system of the university. I kind of summarize it quite a bit, but because of the length of the video, I will keep going and going. But this is the baseline that you need to understand that as a part-time student, you're able to choose different colleges, and you would need to actually kind of do that at the very beginning of your application when you actually applied it in. And most important is that the expectation is you would likely ended up in Kellogg's, which is my bit, but you actually still have opportunities to actually end up in different university as well. Sorry, different colleges. Keep on saying university, but college. So the second thing is the popularity of Kellogg's College, where I think it is quite popular, and I think quite high considerable amount of part-time students actually within it. And I think mainly it's because it just defaulted to Kellogg's College, right? And it's not just my course, it's just not a software engineering course. And originally, when I actually applied for the software engineering course, I actually thought of applying to different colleges. But when I actually read about the leaflet and things like that, I thought, maybe I'm not going to be bothered. So in the application form, you do actually get the choice to pick 5 choices of the colleges, and then you fill in what priority you're looking for. And I remember I just filled in Kellogg's and forgot about it. The truth is, it's been proven by loads of people, some of the people in our Discord already mentioned that they're able to get different universities, and some of them is like Keble, New Jesus colleges, Magdalen colleges, and what else? Let me have three. Pembroke, I think, and Mandolin. There's tons of universities that actually accept part-time students, but I think it also depends on your CVs and your profile, how you actually write your thing is. But though some people are actually saying it doesn't matter, but I also met some of the people that filled in different kind of colleges, but then they still ended up getting Kellogg's anyway. So that there's some truth around it, but ultimately the goal is you do just need to understand that you can get into kind of different colleges. Now to come back to Kellogg's, why it's so popular, it basically the reason around it, people default into it, and I just felt it's okay actually. It's just it's not as prestige as any other different kind of colleges, and it kind of bored me as well because at the end of the day, right, in my course as software engineering, we kind of spend a week of lunch in Kellogg College. I think it's kind of a deal breaker for me is that I would like to be able to visit Kellogg's College for lunch, and then also have a primary colleges in different kind of colleges as well. So that will make me able to visit 2 colleges at the same time, making my money actually worth. But hey, it's too late now. I've chosen my colleges. I also do not know if you can actually apply to change into different colleges than actually taking a brand new course. So I just leave it at that. So that's really about it. That's the Kellogg's College. That is quite popular. So the third bit is exploring the other options, right? So I briefly mentioned that you can actually choose different colleges, but you kind of need to be aware though, like for example, whether that college is actually fit what you're liking, and some people just choose it because it's actually the first or some of the prestige colleges, but is that suitable for you? And one of the example is, for me, Kellogg's just fit me better because I don't really care about colleges, right? I just joined the university just for the course itself, and then when I finish it, I may be proud as an alumni, but I don't actually fuss about it. But having said so, you do need to do some research, understanding what kind of colleges you're actually looking for to want to enroll into yourself. I've also seen that people are actually more happier and more, I don't want to be cynical, but more proud about the fact that they're not within Kellogg's and they're able to have a popularity of sharing their dinner voucher tickets with someone else that's some people actually wanted to get into keyboard colleges and they couldn't. So there's some of the kind of things you need to think about it when you fill in your papers. And I'm not sure if people actually watch under this bit, and then you might think like, so what's the point I was trying to say of the whole thing? So the whole point is you can get into different colleges if you wanted to, and you do your research and ask questions around it. But till today, I still don't actually know that what is the actual process or actual thing that will actually allow us to kind of get into the colleges we're looking for. I also thought that we will get some interviews around it, but you actually don't. But some of them just get into it. Some of them just enroll into the alumni colleges, which is self-explanatory. And so I think one more general point, the basically most important point, is the accommodations. I think Kellogg's, you actually got the priority to book your accommodation if you're a part-time student, and if you're actually part of Kellogg students, you actually get the priority of that. I think, where if you actually stay quite far away from, you have to travel into the UK, and then you're looking for accommodations that are actually quite near with Kellogg's colleges rather than just traveling outside outskirts of Oxford and things like that, then this is also one of the points and research point you need to do, that whether your colleges actually fit into that point. And I do see some of the people that say that it doesn't matter, there's no priority list, you can just book it. I believe so, but I kind of think that there's some homework stuff you actually need to do. And I think this is pretty much the point that where people are asking, can I choose colleges? And again, the answer is yes, where I still welcome people to ask the questions and share your experience of what college is actually in our Discord channel if you can, right? So finally, it's about making the decision, and I just feel like sometimes you would need to make that decision even after done all the research about what colleges you want to join, and you have a thought about it, whether this is good, if this is bad, if this is prestige. People laugh at you if you join Kellogg's colleges because probably one of the shittiest one, which I shouldn't say that. But I also think the main point, as a part-time student, you should focus on what you actually learn and what's the reason you chose to join Oxford University. And I think 99% just chose that because it's Oxford University. But then when you join Oxford University, there's a layer of things that you need to think about, right? Like prestige colleges, whether you can get distinctions, how you're going to split into your student life and things like that. And I think at the end of the day, it's the networking and the friends you make around it. As an Oxford student, I think myself, I actually didn't utilize it, but I should utilize it or abuse it even, is utilize the network, join a network, have fun with people, and understand who is actually from different colleges. And then if you really want to enjoy the life of different colleges, you can actually trade the dinner tickets, a ticket voucher, or dinner voucher for students from different colleges. This is one of the things that I do think there is a Facebook channel that actually doing that, but this is only one of the things. For me, I do feel like I wanted to choose keyboard colleges because I think it's a bit larger and a bit modern. Is that modern the right thing to say? But Kellogg's is okay, and majority of the events, like the photo shoot event and things like that, matriculation photo shoot event is actually happening in Kellogg's College for most of the time, especially for my course, which is software engineering course. If you are watching my videos right now, if you're watching until this minute, good for you. And one of the points I just want to point it out is, if you are software engineering students or the security students, which is wanted to take this course, then Kellogg's is probably one of the good choice for you. And again, just want to mention that there is no bad choices. You could just put different colleges as your priority, and if the university or any of the system decided to give you Kellogg's anyway, just accept it, and it's fun. And I think that there's loads of people in Kellogg College that actually part-time which you would able to kind of create your network a lot better than most of the Kellogg's University, Kellogg's College that actually gears toward full-time student and things like that. So yeah, so that's the end of my kind of videos. I kind of aware that this video is kind of making in a rush. Probably doesn't give you as much information you need and things like that. But if you have any question you wanted to know about choosing a college as a part-time student in Oxford University, you just leave a comment down below. And again, we have a big group now, 220 people in the Discord channel, which are actually interested, and almost 50% of them is actually the students or alumni of the software engineering course or the security course as well. So feel free to join that and then just ask the question you're looking for. I'll be happy to answer. Till then, I think that's it for the video. I'll see you next time. Peace.